There's been a lot of science and clinical work to work out the best things we can do to fix our engines and become keto adapted. It doesn't involve taking any drugs or diet pills, but being a complex problem in which our internal signaling systems that control both our feeding behavior and our energy metabolism have got mucked up. We have to do more than just one thing. No, there isn't and never will be a magic pill. There are 5 things we can do to help us become keto adapted, in the process giving our bodies the best chance of fixing our metabolic engines. Those who've benefited most do all 5 things that our 5-point keto adaptation plan suggests. 1. The first thing is caloric restriction. In line with our body size and our energy expenditure, that means a one-size-fits-all, say 400, 600, 600 calories formula for our breakfast, lunch and dinner is next to useless. Allowing yourself to go hungry for increasing periods while being overseen by a practitioner or health coach who specializes in personalized keto adaptation is of course quite a different thing. The second thing we need to do is intermittent fasting. That includes at least a 12-hour overnight fast and fasting periods of at least 5 hours between meals, and of course no snacking. The third thing is to engage in a low carbohydrate, high fat or LCHF diet. For most people, this means that carbohydrates shouldn't exceed 25% of total energy needs, with healthy fats delivering around 60% and high quality protein sources the remainder. The fourth thing we need to do is engage in regular daily physical activity. This doesn't necessarily mean going down to the gym, but it does include limited amounts of high intensity exercise. The fifth thing we need to do is engage in stress transformation. This means getting the best out of your sleep, making time to de-stress and turning negative stress into positive stress. So there you go, the problem and the solution in a nutshell. The biggest take home is that we don't think you should have to wait for government authorities to get it right. They've got it wrong so many times before, and that's why our wastes are continuing to grow and why we're getting even sicker from related conditions like type 2 diabetes and Alzheimer's disease. We think that many people and governments understand more than they let on. But because of the close tie-up between governments and some of the biggest corporations on the planet, they keep offering sticking plasters to a much bigger problem that they don't really want to fix. There's just too much money to be made out of a society that overeats and gets sick. The real answer is anyway in our hands, not theirs. It's about changing quite fundamentally how we live our lives. And it's not just about losing a bit of weight. It's about benefiting from having our bodies working as nature intended. That means having enough energy to live life to the full and enjoying long, healthy lives without becoming more and more dependent on drugs. The choice is ours.